Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Before starting my video, if you didn't subscribe my channel, please do, as every day I'm sharing great contents for you guys. Alright, in this video we will continue with the data types again, but this time we will talk about reference type data types, and previous lesson we finalized the value types. Okay, I'm gonna just add a value types title to the previous lessons, and then I'm going to continue with the the new subject. Value type data types, and I'm gonna make them all comment. Oh, not that one, sorry, this one and that one. Perfect. Okay, now we can close them all like this section, but I'm gonna add this section to here, so I would like to see the titles. No, not that one, this one. Yep. And I am going to add this comment type to here as well. And okay, it's all done. So let's try to close now. Yep, yep, perfect. And also you can close them all like this. Value type, data types, and the explanations. Yeah, if you put your cursor on the explanation, you will able to see what the comments are, as you can see. All right. Is there anything should I do? And here. All right, perfect. If I click that one, alright, no problem. I'm gonna close this one and I'm gonna close this one. I'm gonna leave it like that. Perfect. Okay. Now let's continue with the reference type data types. Okay. Alright. And what is our subjects is object, which is the ancestor of all variables, and var, which is the common keyword for all variables, and we're going to talk about string finally. Okay, let's start with the object then. Alright guys, object holds the all data types, and we can consider it the ancestor of all data types. So what's that mean? It means if you try to create a variable, a data types, which called object, let's give a name a variable 1. If you gave 5, it holds it. Control D, variable 2. Oops, couldn't write. Variable 2. If you give a boolean, for example false, it holds it. Object variable 3. If you gave a float, for example 5.25f, it holds it. Object variable 4 will be, for example, let's give a string, or let's give a char. It's a, no problem at all, it's holding again. Variable 5, let's give a string now with a double quote, byte words, it holds again. So it means object means object. Yeah, you can assign any type of variable to this data type. The most important thing, you can cast them to related data types. We didn't learn the casting methods, but one or two lessons later I'm going to show you how we can cast, but this is an easy lesson. I'm going to make a little bit small explanation right now to show you how the object works, okay? So let's try to cast our variable to a boolean. Bool converted variable to. Yep, now we need to convert it to boolean variable 2. Now if you can see, variable 2 is an object, but we cast it to boolean because it is keeping a boolean type of data. But if we try to cast variable 1, where is the variable 1? We're going to get an error because variable 1 keeps an integer type of data, and we're trying to cast it to boolean, so there is a problem. Let's type here 3. Oops. But you won't able to see the error in your compiler. Let's try to see them in our console write line. Let's convert it variable 2. Oh, it must be the one. Sorry, why I type here 3 1, and I'm gonna make it again variable 1. Okay, let's have a look. Probably we're going to get an exception because of this. Let's start our project. Waiting to our project to be built up. As you can see, exception unhandled. As you can see, unable to cast object of type, which the variable 1, int32 to boolean. Let's stop the project. So while you're doing your casting operation, you need to know, is it the fit to the casting you're trying to do. Alright, now I'm going to delete it. We're going to talk about the casting and type conversion in our future lessons. It's going to be enough for the object data type for now. Okay, let's continue with the var. This is a little bit tricky. This keyword detects what you assign to a variable and select the relevant data type. So normally you can't use a lone var keyword, but if you assign some data, it detects what kind of data type is that and assign to the variable. Okay, let's type here detects the type of assigned data and detects, let's fix the spelling, detects, yeah, the data of assigned data and uses it as a data type. Okay, let's try to use now. For example, var what am I? Let's type 5. Okay, so we assign an integer, but we use the var keyword. When you bring your cursor on it, you will see this is an integer. Let's type another variable. Let's try to type another variable. Let's type a char. What am I to? Let's put your cursor on it, and it becomes char now. It detects to assign it data type and use it to define the variable. Okay, let's type now 5.36 m. So what it is, I'm done here. I assigned a decimal, and let's have a look. Is it defined? And if it detects and assign it, as you can see, this is decimal. Perfect. This is how we're using var keyword, guys. And 95% I'm using, and most of people using these keywords to build their project. You will going to use very common on the future R projects, okay? So let's continue with the string now. All right. Let's Okay, we can say we talk about time by time about what the string is, but I can say confidently it holds basically texts. But if you talk about a little bit more technically, more technically, it holds char arrays. So we're going to talk about what the arrays are, but I mentioned my previous lesson. It holds char arrays, guys. Okay, let's give some samples about string. String name, or let's give a channel name. We use double quotes, byte words. Let's give something different. For example, city with a double quote, London. Let's use a console right line and see what we have here now. Okay, dollar sign, double quote, my channel name is, let's use a curly bracket, channel name, and I am living in city. All right. Now let's see what we have here. As you can see, my channel name is Byverse and I'm living in London. Perfect. So if you change your city name here, you will see your result is going to be changed here as well. Okay, let me see what am I supposed to tell you about strings. Reference type, hold the text using double quotes. Channel name, we told about everything. Alright, there is another quick tips what I want to tell you. Let's type string here and screen message. If I would like to use this screen message here, is it going to work or is it going to be failed? Let's try now. As you can see, I can use this screen message and I can assign it to a variable. So we can use dollar sign everything. What can we do? What we would like to do. Okay, I'm gonna change a little bit and I'm going to use much more complicated string message. Okay, now I'm going to add something extra, and there is another sign. If you use @ here, you will able to use your section, section between the double quote as a page. Just imagine you open text editor and you using it. Okay, let's type now. I'm going to make it a two different sentence. Let's put dots and enter, and I'm going to go the down line. But normally, if I would like to go to the next line, I always use /n, and it sends my sentence the next line. But if I don't like to use this signs, so I'm going to add sign, and I will able to use my message as a text editor. Okay, let's continue. Let's add something different. I am able to use my string as a text editor now. So let's try to send this message to our application. Okay, let's run our application now. As you can see, there is two different empty line, and we used our sentences next to each other with the different lines. So as you can see, we able to use with the add sign as a text editor in our string messages. Perfect. We have many methods we can able to use with a string. Let me show you. String messages length, for example, this is a property. And string message for example, what we have here, let me have a look. For example, replace. We're going to be able to change the what we type inside with this method. But I'm gonna show those methods for the future lessons. Now we're going to learn what a string is, how can we use them, and we're going to learn how we can modify those strings, guys. Okay, perfect. Let me see how many minutes have been done. It's almost 18 minutes. Perfect. I'm going to finish this lesson here, but before that, let's save what we done here. Go to Git changes. In this lesson, we finalized object and var and string lessons. Alright, let's commit them all. We are in dev. Let's commit them all, save and commit. Perfect. Let's go to our Git branch. I'm switching to the main. Right click on dev, merge dev into the main, and merged. Perfect. As you can see, we can see our commits lesson by lesson in our Git repository. Okay, guys. If you like the video, please crush the like button, and if you have any questions, don't forget to drop comment below the video. Take care of yourself, guys. See you later. Bye bye.